Hi, I'm Rob Tufel, CEO of Cancer Support Community, and this week we are having our first ever virtual walk, which means you can raise funds to support cancer patients by walking, running, biking, skipping, hopping, jumping, or swimming, which is what I'm going to do. For more information, check out hopewalkbayarea.net, plus you get this nifty t-shirt, and hope you will join me. Here goes!
When I think back on the last 25 years for the company, the learnings are deep and somewhat profound. We've done it our way. This is a hard business, but it's a really great business to be in when you've got the right team and the right mindset to go off and really attack some of the hardest problems in biomedical research.
I think for most of us, when we start a company in the biomedical space, the objective is fairly narrow. We just want to solve a scientific problem. Hopefully, the solution to that problem may lead to a drug.
From everything from access to government affairs to all touch points in the organization, the patient is at the focus.
Patients aren't only front and center in what we do, but Exelixis also works with a variety of patient advocacy organizations who work with us to create a united front in good public health policy.
As every aspect of the organization evolves, how do we have the vision to create the next wave of clinical studies that will help address those patients' needs, even as better therapies come onto the market?
I'm really excited about Exelixis today. We moved to Alameda. We've got a lot of room to expand and grow, and we've got this great opportunity to get even more great drugs to patients in need.
Part of the goal here is to balance both the internal discovery and looking at external assets that can drive the company forward.
The mandate is we need to help rebuild the Exelixis pipeline on the heels of the success we've had.
We're putting a lot of effort into building a pipeline, both with the restart of internal discovery and also with intensive business development. We now have 4 collaborations that we've signed for a series of assets.
The vision that we had is now becoming reality. The Discovery BD effort has put about 15 or so new ideas into the project phase in the last couple of years.
All this great clinical study work is in process, and we're at a point where we get to start to unveil some of these important data sets.
We think that it's just the beginning, with more than 70 trials underway, as well as new compounds being entered into the clinic.
What I would like Exelixis to be known for is the quality of its science and its ability to bring meaningful drugs to the patient community.
Seeing the effect of your work on the lives of patients is probably one of the greatest things any scientist can experience. we're ready for the next challenges, and we're totally ready to continue on our mission to bring important medicines to patients with cancer.
We give them hope. That for us is a legacy. If that can continue and grow, we'd all be proud of to tell our kids and our grandkids as we go forward.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
You know, we're good. We're all adjusting to this new normal.
Hey, thank you so much.
How are you feeling today?
Much better this week.
Great. Let's get your appointment scheduled.
Hi, Grandma.
Ask Grandma, she's taking her medicine.
Grandma, are you taking your medicine?
More than ever, we're asked to care for each other. BASS Medical Group is here to take care of you. Call your doctor and learn about how we're keeping patients safe during COVID-19.
morning, Hope Walk teams. My name is Dr. Salvador Guevara, and I'm a colorectal surgeon with Epicare Comprehensive Cancer Care Center. I know a surgeon may be the last person you want to see today, but it's truly a pleasure to be asked to be part of this great event. For many years, Epicare has supported the great work of the cancer support community and participated in the Hope Walk. We are honored to support this wonderful movement against cancer, and more to be part of a community that provides unwavering support to our patients, survivors, and loved ones we've lost. Thanks to the cancer support community for creating space so we may rally together to make a difference today and every day. As a physician, I am humbled and in awe of each one of you who have fundraised and joined forces in outstanding numbers, all while you yourself may be hurting or helping others who need during these challenging times. On behalf of the Epicare team and our patients affected by cancer, we extend our deepest gratitude to each of you. Patients, caregivers, well-wishers, clinical teams, researchers, and the countless folks who play a role in cancer care. We are all connected in so many ways and are all making a critical difference in the lives of others. Thank you for doing your part every day. As you take on the Hope Walk in the virtual space, I encourage you all to revel in the positive energy you're creating, share your stories, get to know our community, and build an even greater cancer support community to keep hope alive for years to come. Cheers to you all. Have fun, be safe, and here's to your resilience in the fight against cancer together.
Hi folks, Todd Skriner here, Cancer Community Board member since 2013. Proud to continue to support the Cancer Support Community Virtual Hope Walk this year. This has become one of my favorite events. This will certainly be a different version than the Heather Farm Park version we normally do, but I'm really excited about it nonetheless because we need your support more than ever. Cancer has touched my family and it touches many, many families, and in the world as it is today, our services, I think, are never more important than they are right now. Hope Walk's a great way to help us to continue to provide those services at a high level. And my company, EY, is extremely proud to support the Hope Walk again this year. This is our 5th year straight that we've been doing it. And we just can't wait to hear all the great stories that come from the outings that everyone does. So please continue to support us. Thank you for the support you provided in the past. And really excited to see all the pictures and videos from those of you who get out and walk with us in your own local environments. So happy Hope Walk from me and my family and EY, and go out there and enjoy your walk. Take care.
breast cancer survivor.
Nicholas, Ewing sarcoma survivor.
And we are out walking for hope this week, and we hope you're going to walk too.
Let's keep walking.
Woo!
Hi, I'm Steve Tucker, VP of Sales here at DocuSign. At DocuSign, we're delighted to support the cancer support community's Hope Walk. Every one of us will be touched by some kind of cancer event during our lives. And when we do, we all look for support from our family, our friends, and our communities. I know that when cancer touched our family, the support that we received from many people close to us and many people unknown to us was a source of great strength. The work that the CSC does makes a massive and positive impact on the sufferers, the carers, and the survivors of this disease. And we at DocuSign want to thank you all for the work that you do. So even though we can't all walk together and show the East Bay how much we care for those affected by cancer in person and en masse, let's get out there and have a great socially distanced walk and share your experiences. Thank you so much for all your support.
Hi there, I'm Dan Ashley from ABC 7 News, and I am just delighted to be with you to help support the Cancer Support Network and its annual fundraiser. This is such an amazing organization that reaches 2,000 people every single year, and the services are absolutely free regardless of the cost. This is the 30th anniversary being marked in the Bay Area of the great work that the Cancer Support Network is doing, and I want to thank you for allowing me to be a part of the event. And thank you so much for everything you're doing to make this a special fundraiser and to continue this very important work. You know, when COVID-19 shelter in place was ordered back on March 16th, I know it's been so many months now, this organization moved immediately to online programs to continue offering the kind of support that this organization has been known for the past 30 years. And again, regardless of the cost, all of the programs are completely free. Now, for the 6th annual Hope Walk, normally it's at Heather Farm in May, but because of the pandemic, we've pushed it now to October. You can walk anytime between October 11th and the 17th. Your spot will open up on October 17th, the official program, which is the official final steps of the virtual walk. Other parts of the program will be warm-up exercises and a moment of silence, as well as an address from the CEO, and also an address from the co-chairs, Emmy So and Dana Chloe Morgan. This is a 5K walk. Again, you can do it anytime between October 11th and the 17th. The goal is to raise $200,000, and with your help, we're going to do that. Thank you for being part of this and helping to raise money and awareness for the terrific work being done by the Cancer Support Network. Now, I want to turn things over to Marcia David and the CSC line dancers to take it away. Marcia?
Thank you, Dan. It's great to be here on this 6th annual Hope Walk for the cancer support community. For me, dancing is a healing force. It just brings joy. Whether you're having a bad day, you've spilled coffee all over yourself before an important meeting, or you're having a really, really bad day, like being diagnosed with cancer and dealing with the treatment and aftermath. Dancing just brings it up a notch when you are dancing with friends. It's so healing. I chose the electric slide to dance today because it's a universally known dance, and it's my hope that you will get up and dance with us. I chose the music Every Heart by Kenny Chesney because it was inspired by the rebuilding process after the devastation of Hurricane Irma in 2017. So are you ready? Let's dance.
We're tough. We're troopers.
We all started together last time. It was gorgeous. 6, 7, 8.
We're all looking for a message here. A little wisdom on a souvenir. Another bottle with an SOS. Throw it in the water and pray for the best. There ain't a compass or a northern star that ever really tells us where we are. We're just a shore running out of sand and reaching for a hand. Every heart is an island, but no one's alone. Shipwrecked in a high wind, trying to find our way home, and every tear is an ocean. We're all brothers in a storm that we're trying to survive in, looking for dry land. Every heart is an island. Silver lining's kinda hard to find when the world stops at the horizon line. There ain't a harbor that you recognize. It's hard to make a wish in an empty sky. Boardwalks are just nails and wood. They're pretty in a picture when times are good. Cars and boats are just on loan. A house is just sticks and stones, but every heart is shipwrecked in a high wind, trying to find our way home, and every tear is an ocean. We're all brothers in a storm, and we're trying to survive it, looking for dry land. Everybody's an island.
Hi, my name is Rob Tufel. I'm the CEO of Cancer Support Community. Every year, for the past 6 years, we've been holding our Hope Walk. But of course, this year, because of the pandemic, it's virtual. The Hope Walk is a time when cancer survivors, patients, and family members come together to celebrate and to inspire and to find connection with each other. But it's also a time for us to remember those people who are no longer with us. Every cancer patient has a story, those living with cancer and those who have passed away from cancer. And at this time in our Hope Walk, please join me in celebrating the people living with cancer and remembering all those people with cancer who are no longer with us. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mike Thomas, Executive Vice President and Chief Transformation Officer at John Muir Health. And on behalf of John Muir Health, I want to welcome everyone here to the 2020 Hope Walk. I know this is not the way we would all prefer to be getting together, but this is a very creative solution and the safest way for all of us to come together right now. Thank you for supporting the cancer support community and the outstanding services they provide. All of you are helping to ensure that the cancer support community can continue to provide services free of charge and that they will never have to turn anyone away. Laurel Bray-Hannon, who you will hear from in a moment, and I are proud to be here to represent the partnership between John Muir Health and UCSF Health and our new Cancer Network sponsorship of this great event. For the past 4 years, we've been working on the development of a new comprehensive cancer network right here in the East Bay, one that offers patients and their families every resource they need. We've spent hundreds of hours with local physicians and leaders at John Muir Health and UCSF Health talking about building on the outstanding cancer care already delivered in our community. And without exception, they've all said that if we can deliver what we are planning and envisioning, which is access to the very best expertise of John Muir Health and UCSF Health, then we will absolutely elevate the quality of cancer care in our community. Our Joint Cancer Network will include enhancement of disease-specific treatment capabilities, expanded clinical trial enrollment, and precision medicine offerings. Central to our network and partnership will be the development of a world-class cancer center on our Walnut Creek Medical Center campus. The center, which we'll break ground on next year, will offer comprehensive services, including radiation oncology treatments, an infusion center, genetic counseling, nurse navigators, support services, and additional diagnostic and treatment services in a patient-centered environment. All of those resources will be in one place with an incredible team integrated and working together to seamlessly take care of and support patients and their families at a time when they are facing the most difficult battle of their lives. I firmly believe that, true to our vision, we will be conquering cancer close to home. But we can't do this work alone. We need important partners like the cancer support community. Through our partnership, we've been able to witness firsthand the tremendous impact this organization has on our patients and their families by providing a range of support services and educational programs. We hear repeatedly how appreciative our patients are of the support they receive from the cancer support community. They are true partners in our shared fight against cancer, and we appreciate all that they do. Thank you for your support of the cancer support community and the virtual 2020 Hope Walk. I hope we can all be together in person next year. I would now like to introduce Laurel Bray Hannon, Vice President and Chief Operating Officer of Cancer Services at UCSF Health, to say a few words.
Hello, everyone. My name is Laurel Bray Hannon, and I'm the Vice President and Chief Operating Officer for Cancer Services at UCSF. UCSF is proud to be sponsoring the 2020 Hope Walk again with our partner, John Muir Health. UCSF and John Muir Health are committed to keeping the tradition of the Hope Walk going without interruption for such a worthy cause, the Cancer Support Community, San Francisco Bay Area. This wonderful organization, now in its 30th year, truly sets the standard for resilience, community building, and offering hope in the most difficult of times. We can all learn from the example set by the cancer support community. I'd also like to acknowledge our partner, John Muir Health. Together, we are building a world-class cancer network to improve cancer prevention, diagnosis, treatment, and care coordination for cancer patients throughout the East Bay. The UCSF John Muir Health Cancer Network builds upon a collaboration between UCSF Health and John Muir Health that started in 2015 with a commitment to provide premier care across 18 medical and surgical specialties at the Berkeley Outpatient Center, where we continue to expand services. For example, we now offer 3D mammography, breast ultrasound, and breast biopsies. And in our cancer center, we offer infusion services in private rooms. I'd like to close with two important health messages. As providers like UCSF and John Muir Health learn to adapt patient care as COVID-19 spread throughout the Bay Area, we experienced many new situations. One of the most critical and unfortunate change we saw was that many people were afraid to come to our facilities for annual and other important cancer screenings. We want you to know that we have put into place the most stringent safety practices available, and our facilities are completely safe to visit. I encourage everyone who is due for an important health screening, like a mammogram or colonoscopy, to make an appointment and get the screening, and please encourage your loved ones to do the same. Finally, there has never been a more important year to get your flu shot. Be sure to get one soon and take a loved one or friend with you. Thank you again, everyone, for participating in this year's Hope Walk.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us. My name is Carol Louiselle, and I'm the Director of Development at Cancer Support Community. I'd like to take a minute to recognize the volunteers who worked behind the scenes to make this event possible. From stuffing the swag bags to distributing the t-shirts, to our 2020 Hope Walk Committee, who met monthly via Zoom to make sure we stayed focused and on track, and to our two wonderful co-chairs, Emmy So and Dana Chloe Morgan, who went the extra mile as we transitioned from an in-person event to a virtual one. It really has been a joy working with all of you. I'd also like to thank our generous sponsors, John Muir Health and UCSF Health, who are our co-presenting sponsors for the second year in a row. Thank you. And to our first-time sponsors, Exelexis, ASI, Seal Software, and Beacon Home Care, and to all of our longtime supporters, thank you. We raised even more this year than last through sponsorship outreach. You are making our programs possible, ensuring that anyone who faces cancer never feels alone. Finally, the CSC staff, who are seriously the best people I've ever worked with. Thanks for making my job so easy. You are really the best. Now, let's get out there and walk to honor our friends and family who have been affected by cancer. I'm walking in memory of my mom, Mary Lou, who lost her battle in 1999. Let's embrace the day and celebrate lives well lived. Have fun, and thank you for participating in our 2020 virtual Hope Walk.
Hi, I'm Luella Haskew, and I am Mayor of Walnut Creek, and it is my honor to welcome the participants to the first ever virtual Hope Walk. While this year's event may be virtual, cancer is very real. Everyone, without exception, has been touched by the trauma and pain of this terrible disease. It may have been a parent, an aunt, or an uncle, an in-law, a close friend, a spouse, a child, or even you yourself that heard the ugly word cancer associated with their lives. In my case, it was first my grandfather who died of throat cancer, then an uncle who had colon cancer, and several of my friends and relatives who have had or are going through breast cancer. Each personal journey with this disease is unique and yet terribly the same. The difference between my family's experience and the here and now is Cancer Support Community and the services they provide. There is so much more to surviving the cancer experience than medical treatments. There's anger, terror, isolation, confusion, disappointment, depression, economic issues, and just getting through the day's challenges, and so much more. That's where the team at Cancer Support Community comes in. And oh boy, do they support. They support not only the patient, but the family and caregivers. Thank you so much for your participation in this virtual walk. Your personal support, including that of community sponsors, partners, and volunteers, will endure through hope, education opportunities, lifestyle classes, and the children and family counseling offered by this remarkable caring organization.
Hi everyone. I'm so glad we get to do this year. It's a little weird, but it's a little fun. And so I thought, since we're at home, well, you're at home, I'm not at home, but since you're at home, I thought we could take advantage of being at home. And I thought this would be a really great thing for you to learn when you're sitting at your desk or in your car, or it just can be modified for any sort of situation you might be in. So the first thing I would like to talk about is the lymph fluid, which is part of your immune system. And so whenever we really use the extremities, both your hands and your feet, and even if you have shoes on, you can still do this with your shoes on. I'm going to take my shoes off though, because I don't need them on right now. So if you can really begin by just opening the hands and the toes and like really reaching them apart and then sort of closing them in. And just sort of get that gentle undulation going. As I talk about a lot in Moving for Life, we have the primary pump of the heart, but we have secondary pumps. And one of our secondary pumps is the pumping of the lymph fluid. It's a completely different rhythm than the heart. And it circulates around just under the skin and especially in the extremities. And if you've ever had lymphedema, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So we're going to begin to move the body in ways that really help support the lymph fluid and therefore the immune system. Okay, so sitting in your seat, first of all, make sure your seat is supportive. It's not like super squishy like a sofa, that you can really like sort of sit on the edge of the seat, and so you're right on your sit bones. And the first thing we're going to do is just take a big inhale. And really think of inhaling into all the extremities of your body. And then as you exhale, you're just gonna let yourself deflate like a balloon, slow motion deflating, and you're just gonna get small. in whatever way works for you. You could get small this way. You could just get small this way, but you're squeezing your upper body and lower body together. And then again, we inhale. And we're just going to find this gentle opening and closing, and what dictates your opening and closing is your breath. All right, so we're opening on the inhale. Now, you might not be able to do this in your car, but you could do the upper body in your car. Okay, so let's just try the upper body. So we're going to inhale and exhale. Give yourself a tight squeeze, and then inhale again. And really reach through the fingers. None of this, like really reach. And then exhale. And now try it on your lower body. And you can support yourself on your seat as you, well, this might work better with socks on. And then you're getting your core muscles. My feet were a little bit slipperier. I could slide them out, really reaching through my toes and then drawing them in. Okay, so now let's work with the upper and lower body. And now we're just going to work the right side. Really extend, expand, reach, stretch through your right side. Exhale, let it go. Inhale. Left side, see if you can separate all your toes apart, and then exhale. And now try inhaling right arm, left leg apart. Find that big stretch and exhale. Maybe give that leg a little hug. And then left arm and right leg. Getting all those different body connections. And now when we go back to the whole body, maybe you can rock yourself back onto your chair and hug one leg in, or maybe both legs in. Or if that doesn't work for you, don't fall off your chair, you can hug your body this way as well. Okay, so we're moving those fluids. It's so important to get the fluids moving. And now exhale, just hug your upper body together. Give it a big squeeze. And then inhale. As you exhale, drop the shoulders and let the hands go. And then we can try standing up on this one. Big inhale. Now each time you go to give yourself a hug, you're going to alternate arms. And so this movement of building the pressure with the movement and the breath, and then quickly letting it go, helps to pump the lymph fluid. All right, I think I already did that arm. All right, so we're just gonna keep pumping along here, and I'm just gonna turn on some music. Maybe you can shrink down over to one side. And then inhale, get big. Look around your space, look around your floor. Make sure there's no shoes or anything that you're gonna trip on. And then begin to move through your space. Get really big. Now get really small. Whatever way makes sense for you, okay? I'm not there, I'm not watching you. So you're gonna dance in your kitchen like no one's watching. And you're really going to explore. Can you fill up your back space with breath? Can you fill it all the way into your fingers and toes? Growing big with the inhale and shrinking with the exhale. Maybe you'd like to come all the way down. Play around with it. And then exhale, give yourself a really big squeeze. Now inhale into it. And then drop the shoulders and reach the arms away. And this time we're just gonna let the arms float down. Okay. And now toe tapping. Open and close, open and close. Tap those, so even if you have shoes on, hopefully you have shoes on that'll let your toes expand. And then we're gonna make cactus arms with our arms. And we're just gonna do a gentle little twist. So this gentle twist is just like the twist of a washcloth when you're wringing water out of it. But right now we're just moving the fluids through the body, circulating. And then we're going to extend the arms, push. Open your hands, reach through your fingers. Every time you reach through your fingers, you're sending the message to your lymph fluid and your immune system that you're supporting it. Good, now bring those hands down, a little bit side to side. Move through your feet just like you would see a cat move through their feet, like big paws. Big inhale, big exhale, and now go to the back. Push and push. Open up the chest. And just enjoy moving your body and enjoy breathing. It feels so good. All right, you guys. Well, this is a wonderful thing to do anywhere, but especially at home. So I hope you have a wonderful time on your Hope Walk today. And I hope to see you in one of my classes sometime. By the way, my name is Melinda Tuchel. I always forget to say that. So have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful walk. Take care.
Emmy, hi. Hi. Oh my gosh. Can you believe that the Hope Walk is finally here, that it is actually today, after working on it for almost almost a year, right? That we've been co-chairing this together?
Yeah, it's crazy. I was actually looking at the calendar, and we literally signed up a year ago in November, pretty much like the day after you finished chemo. We signed up to co-chair the Hope Walk this year.
Yeah, that's right. Oh my God. It's been like a year and a half since I was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer. And I'm always so grateful, and I talk about this in my group, that I had found CSC right after I was diagnosed. So I've been able to be a part of this and have the support pretty much my entire cancer journey. Do you remember when you started coming to the weekly group? I was already in weekly group when you started coming.
God, I didn't think about that. Okay, so I got diagnosed with breast cancer in April of 2018.
You had already finished treatment, I believe, and you were giving me suggestions on how to get through chemo.
I know. I still remember the first time I came to our group with, like, Ron was leading it, and you were talking, and like I actually started crying, like tearing up, because I just really related to what you were saying. It was almost like it was taking me back to when I got diagnosed.
And I can't believe how much has happened in our lives since that. I know for me, finishing treatment, back in November, I finished chemo. I had kind of all these after effects, but, I'm doing so much better. I feel so much better, and I am now showing no evidence of disease. I'm happy to say. I think about everything that I learned, like you said, in our group. Doctors are wonderful, and without them, we probably wouldn't be here. But every single group, every single program, I made a new friend, and I learned something new. I've learned so much from you, and I've learned so much with you, that I just really don't know how I would have gotten through without the support. I mean, every time I talk about it, I tear up. It's just been absolutely invaluable, and I do not know where I would be or how I would have gotten through it without CSC and without you. I am so grateful.
I know, me too. I'm gonna start crying now too.
I know, we do this sometimes.
I just feel like, I don't know, I just think it was so, I was in awe that, that you found group and you were able to come to group right when you got diagnosed. Because I know when I got diagnosed, it was like, I don't know, it was like there was that shock, but then I wasn't really ready to really talk to a support group.
Such an emotional roller coaster and a physical roller coaster. And so much is involved in the decisions and the choices, and you feel like you don't have choice. But one of the things I learned from CSC is that no matter what, you have choice. You have the power of choice in your recovery process. And that brings dignity to the whole process. And I know that I was so grateful when CSC, when the pandemic hit and we got the stay-at-home orders, one of the first things that came to my mind was, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be able to have group anymore. And I was so sick at that time with chemo side effects. I had finished my treatment, but I was still kind of suffering. And
I know, I still can't believe you went back to work pretty much right after you finished chemo. Like that.
I know. I did think I was so excited. I was so excited to be done with chemo that I wanted to get back to my real life, but I didn't realize how long this recovery journey was actually going to take. It was very shocking to me.
I was just starting one-on-one counseling too, because of some of the things that were discovered like during our weekly support group that, you know, I had to work through in one-on-one counseling. I was thinking, I'm like, how are we going to continue this with COVID and everything? And even like, I can't believe how quickly like everybody pivoted, right? Like when I went to Oregon for 6 weeks to see my family, when I drove up there to take some time, like I was still able to join our weekly support group and also our youngish group too, the whole time I was in Oregon. And I can still stay in contact with everybody now. It's like, it's that one constant during all of this like chaos.
As I got better, you know, I really wanted to continue those movement classes, you know, Pilates and, you know, the exercise classes and all of those things. And they offered those online as well, which was amazing. And then
I know even the line dancing class, I remember I started going to a line dancing class before COVID and had so much fun. And like they're offering the classes now even virtually. And I guess it's good that we were able to like pivot so quickly, because then like now we have the Hope Walk and it's virtual and I can even like be part of it from Denver.
I've never even done the Hope Walk. This is my very first year and I was just so excited to give back in some way. So it's been so wonderful to co-chair with you this year.
I had participated in the walk last year and thought, oh no, you know what, I would love to get involved.
All of that is why it was so important to me to help raise money for CSC, to continue these efforts and continue that the support can be there for anyone who needs it. Whether you are cancer survivor and you're down the road a year or 2 or 10, whether you are in treatment, whether you just found out you're diagnosed, and even for caregivers, that all of these programs are available to everyone for free. Pretty incredible.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. We were supposed to be kicking off the Hope Walk, but we've been walking down memory lane. I guess you can call it memory lane, but I think just with everything, it's just natural that we want to reflect about everything, right? So I guess should we kick off? Like, I know like people have been walking already this past week, but should we officially kick everything off? And I know our team is actually going to be walking later today. So what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's always so fun hanging out with you. I kind of forgot that we were working. Okay, yes. So guess what, everybody? The Hope Walk is officially here. Absolutely. Starting now. And so Emmy and I want to thank everyone who has fundraised, who has been walking, who are walking with us today. Wherever you are, we really want to thank you. We also want to thank the sponsors. We are so grateful for all of the support for this event and for CSC. And what an incredible journey. And we are so glad that it is finally here. So now, here we go. Here's the Hope Walk. Are you ready?
All right, let's go.
Ready, set, go.